Hi lovely Libras, welcome to your reading for December 2018. My name is Melanie and I hope you find this useful. If not, that's fine, take what you like and leave the rest. So 5 cards came up for you for this reading and a final one from a different deck called the Dreamtime Reading Cards, which are kind of like, I see them as oracle cards. Overall, from the look of your cards, this is a really intuitive month. That's the sense I got for Libra in December. And it looks like a month very much focused on using spirit, the universe to guide you, trusting your instincts, your heart, rather than your head. It's really going with the gut and the intuition, especially if others are calling this into question and telling you to use your head and to think more. That may come up. So it seems to be a month about inner knowing, using, I guess, feminine energy, healthy feminine energy, intuition, trusting your heart, that kind of stuff. And maybe you're having to make a choice of some sort, but you need to trust and listen to yourself, not other people, and not your overthinking head if that's an issue for you. So the 5 cards that came up for you, the first one being about past energy, and you got Temperance. The second card regarding your current issues or situation, you got High Priestess. The third card about possible obstacles you may be experiencing now is the Moon card. The fourth card about possible helpful tools that you may find of use, you have the 9 of Swords, and the outcome for December for you guys is the 7 of Wands. And the final card, the overall theme of the month, from the Dreamtime Reading Cards, you got Bat Island, which is all about intuition. So I thought that actually flowed and fitted together really well. So starting with the first card, the past energy, where you might have come from, you got Temperance. So this card is about moderation, being cautious, having self-control. It can be about successfully combining different things, different elements to make something new. Needing patience and balance rather than choosing, sort of working out how to find that balance. It can be about calmness and tranquility, managing head and heart, really, to patiently consider a choice or a decision. So that is where you've come from. I think that really sets the tone of this reading and gives us some clues about what this month be about for you. Perhaps you already have been considering a choice or being a bit stuck between head and heart and struggling to find a balance there. Current issues or situation, you have the High Priestess, such a beautiful card. The card of the Moon Goddess, really. And she's about deep knowledge and intuition, wisdom, mystery, enlightenment, foresight, divining the future, knowledge of how to fix a problem through intuition, not through your logic. So that might be where you're at now, or certainly needing to be, being in your gut rather than your head. Possible obstacles that may come up for you in the month of December for Libra. You have the Moon. Very interesting, because I would say, so this card can also very much be about intuition, the subconscious, things hidden and unseen. But in an obstacle position, it can very much be about fears and anxieties, subconscious fears and impulses kind of coming up from the deep. Things that you aren't fully aware of yet, decisions that you perhaps need to make that aren't fully clear for you. So that may be getting in the way of you being able to trust yourself, to tune into yourself, listen to your heart, listen to the universe, whatever you choose to believe, that everything isn't clear. And I guess that's about faith, isn't it? Faith is about trusting in something that you cannot see, that you don't fully know the picture, but you might have a feeling or a sense of what to do. And this may well be the case here, that you might not see the full picture, but you can't, and that's the way it is sometimes. But not to let that fear get in the way of trusting yourself. So the fourth card you have, which could be of use for you this month, possible helpful tools. I pulled for you the Nine of Swords. So again, I think this fits really well. The Nine of Swords is about recognising that your fears may not be as bad as what you thought. I think this card is very much about overthinking, being way too much in your head. The original picture of this card on a traditional deck is of a person sitting up in bed with their holding their head in their hands, like, oh my god, this is just too much. And they've got a whole bunch of swords sort of stacked up above them in the air. Swords being about words, thoughts, communication, truths, worries, that kind of things. So this card is saying that what could be helpful for you perhaps is to get out of your head and get into your body kind of thing, because right now perhaps there is still a lot of overthinking going on, and by perhaps worrying about what other people may think of you. So anything that you could do to manage overthinking and worries that may pull you away from yourself, from your intuition, from your beliefs, may be really useful here. Look, and there are tons of apps and YouTube videos, that could really help with that if you get into any kind of mindfulness or meditation or hobbies, being physically active, anything that sort of refocuses your head. Thoughts are so automatic and we cannot control them. It's like how you relate to them, how much you listen to them, how much power you give them. So if you see them for what they are, which is nothing really at all, they're just a bunch of words and images in our head. If you learn to really step back from those, to really observe them, to have a different relationship with them, to not fight them per se, but to just relate to them in a different way, see them for what they are, see that that's perhaps a part of you that does get really stressed. Your mind is there to protect you, I guess, at the end of the day, but getting too caught up in worries and overthinking, we all know how annoying that can be and how destructive it can be, and how it sort of disconnects you from the rest of yourself that has a whole body of knowledge as well, and perhaps disconnects you from the universe too, and really distorts your perspective. So definitely for this month, something helpful for you to be working on easing that up a little, learning to do something different when you have those rampant kind of excessive thoughts or negative thoughts. The fifth card for you regarding the outcome for lovely Libras in the month of December is the Seven of Wands. So this card is about feeling a bit under attack from enemies, from someone around you, some people around you. You are above them and sort of winning that, but there is definitely a sense that you have to fend off other people regarding what you believe in or a decision that you want to make. It can also be about ignoring the self-doubt and doubt from others. And in the end, this is a card of success, and you will successfully defend yourself and push ahead and persevere. So look, I think that your whole reading just flows really beautifully. It sort of starts with where you've been perhaps trying to sort of make a decision of some sort, needing to tune into yourself, perhaps getting a little bit lost and fearful in what's not seen, and needing to take a leap of faith, but you're up against yourself internally in your head, and maybe you have a sense that you're up against other people who disagree with you, who have different beliefs. Hey, everyone has different beliefs. That's cool. What other people think and think of you is none of your business and not your problem. Easier said than done, I know. But certainly that's a message that's coming through for you guys for the month of December. And finally, the overall theme for you guys, unbelievably, this is just so cool. I just love the way this has all come together. Is a card. I'm going to pick it up and show you. It's an Aboriginal dot painting. All of these pictures are Aboriginal Australian paintings by the same woman who does the deck, Bat Island. And this card is about intuition. So this card here shows a tree, some bats. Can't remember the name of this tree. I've definitely seen them around. They have these kind of black pods. There's the moon, intuition, and the moon card, of course, right in the middle there of your reading. So what does this mean, this card? I'm going to read from the little booklet here about what this card means and what it may mean for you guys. So Bat Island, intuition. Bat Island, as it is known by the Belgian locals, is actually a large colony of flying foxes which inhabits a small island on the north side of the Bellinger River. The flying fox is a very large bat with a fox-like face. It spends its days hanging upside down, resting in trees, and then at dusk its colonies come alive with loud calls and cries as the flying foxes take flight through the darkening sky on their search for food. The flying foxes do not have the normal sonar of most bats, but use its eyes as it searches for food. It is most active in night time, when it uses all its senses. It takes flight and travels vast distances in its quest for ripe fruit to feast on. Bat Island teaches you to trust your own feelings at this time, even if your rational mind is telling you something different. Exactly! If you are receiving very clear messages, Bat Island is here to offer support with your newfound gifts of insight and knowing. The flying fox's message is to use your senses, trust your instincts, and listen to the whispers of spirit. Bat Island and the flying fox may also symbolise an understanding of your own psychic abilities. You may find that you have the ability to hear, feel, or see what others don't. Bat Island reminds you you are not alone with these abilities, even though they may feel strange and unnatural. You are gifted, and there are others who also carry these gifts. Use your intuition at this time and trust all that is unfolding as it should be. Beautiful, perfect. I think really sums up this reading for you guys for December. So I hope this reading has been useful. If not, that's totally fine. There are so many other amazing YouTube readers out there. Some of my favourites, one month they really resonate with me, the next month the same reader doesn't make any sense at all, and that's totally fine. That's just life. I'll leave the details of the cards that I've used. I'll leave that information below. I've used a deck called Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition, just awesome cards, and obviously the other cards, the Dreamtime Reading Cards. And yes, thank you so much for watching this reading. You know what to do if you've liked it, and I wish you Librans all the very best for December and the end of the year. Bye.